Hey guys, I'm so excited to do this video for you. I haven't done a makeup video in a hot minute, and I'm going to take you through sort of my daily Gyaru look. Some of the highlights are going to include this brand new product that I got from Shiseido. It's the Shiseido White Lucent Brightening Spot Control Base UV. It's really good as a color corrector, so I'm really excited to show you this. Other things that I'm really excited to share with you is my Can Make covering powder, and also my the Face Shop Pore Control Oil Cut Pore Balm, which is really fun. And then, as usual, I'll be sharing with you some of my favorites that you've seen before, including the Dolly Wink number 17s, the Dolly Wink number 5, a couple of things from Majolica Majorca. I'm still having trouble pronouncing the brand name, which is the blush that they have, and also their eye palette set. And I'll also be showing you some new things from Japan and a couple of old favorites like Urban Decay. And yeah, let's get started. Yay! So I'm really excited about the Face Shop's Oil Cut Pore Balm because I tend to get really oily in my T-zone area. And also I find that it's a really good primer. So I'll apply it all over my forehead, my T-zone, as well as my nose and my cheeks, and wherever I feel like my pores are a little too big. I don't use it all over my face, I just put it where I need it. Next is the Shiseido CC Cream. It's got quite a bit of pink and a little bit of purple to it. Since I have yellow skin, it helps to balance it out and give me more of a luminescent porcelain skin look. So I'll apply it all over and tap it into my skin because I don't want to drag the product all over and just build on top of each layer like so. Yeah, so when I'm applying any of my base makeup, what I'll do when I apply it, I used to apply it like this, in kind of a smearing all over motion, but now I've totally changed my technique and I dab everything in, which I find to be really helpful. So definitely do that. It keeps your makeup from moving around too much, and especially say if you have a lot of spots that you're trying to correct, it keeps you from moving all of that covering makeup away. Same thing with my concealer. This one is from Etude House. It's the Cushion Concealer. I'm really enjoying it. I apply it under my eyes. I also do around my nose and my chin and up my nose a little bit to highlight. And again, I pat everything in. It's a little bit more time consuming, but it's totally worth it. I find that the coverage I get is unparalleled, and especially since I'm using pretty light products, I don't use really heavy foundations and concealers. It's really important to me to keep it light and keep it soft and fresh all over without bunching up in weird places. Next is this Mica Beauty Eye Primer. I really like it because it's got a little bit of color to it, so I could get rid of some of the dark circleness that I get, and it serves as a good base for my eyeshadow. I'll use a fan brush with a translucent powder, but today I'm using Can Make's coverage powder, and it comes with a little puff, and so I'll use the excess puff on my forehead, and then I'll take the puff out and close the container and shake it so that I get a little bit of the powder, and I'll apply it lightly all over. Again, I'm not a big fan of overdoing the product on my face because I tend to break out easily, and a lot of the stuff that I use is pretty sheer, so I want pretty light coverage. And whatever I have left on the top of the container, I'll use that as well. And I'll just lightly pat it in. And as I go, I'll double check and make sure that I have enough on my face. Next is this blush, next is this blush from Majolica Majorca. It's got a bit of an orange tint to it. Since it is a puff, it tends to carry a lot of pigment. So what I'll do is I'll put a little bit on my cheeks and dab it on. And then I'll use a blush brush to push the pigment around my face. I don't want to be overly pigmented. I think I've been really guilty of that lately, so I'm trying really hard to be really subtle with my blush. Likewise, with this Muji highlighter, it does have a little puff, but I actually really like that I have this like really heavy-handed approach to my highlighter, and you can see what it's quite luminescent. And it gives me a really nice glow that I really like. It's really, really sparkly too. I like it more than Etude House's Secret Beam. I'm just recently getting into my eyebrow game. I realize that I have a lot of work to do. I found the thing that helps me the most is that I have a really sharp, really beautiful end line. Just from watching other people's videos, they tend to have like a really sharp ending, and then to soften up this front part, it helps to keep your face looking really feminine, whereas if you do it really, really hard lines all over, like in the front, in the back, on the top, on the bottom, it seems a little too severe, and then it looks really fake. So I try to avoid that at all costs. I'm using Tarte's brow gel. I've been really liking it. I like it more than using a pencil, and I really like the applicator that it comes with. And yeah, I'm just in love, and I highly recommend it to you guys. Gotta double check, check those eyebrows. Alright, time for some eyeshadow. I'm using Mojolica Majorca's brown palette. They've got this built-in primer with it that's really light and luminescent, so I apply that all over my lid very, very lightly because you'll remember I had primer on earlier. And I apply it also underneath on my lower lashes, like my lower lid, as well, since I am putting eyeshadow there and I don't want it to budge too much. And next I'll use the cream color, and I'll use it in the inner corner just a little bit because I'm going to blend it with the middle toned color. Now I have hooded eyes, so I want to be sure that I'm drawing my crease higher than my natural one, as you can see here. And I'm not too worried about really precise application since I'm going to be blending it in. So I just like to block out the major areas where I want the colors and the shades. And especially so with the darker color. I'll put a little bit on the outside corner and then one nice big line. And I'll do that for both lids. I'm more interested in putting down pigment, really, because the next step is using a blending brush so that I can blend all those colors in together. And I'm using this technique because I want my eyes to look bigger. Gyaru is about having bigger eyes, so if I drew my crease into my natural crease, it would make my eyes look small and beady. So, yeah. Next, I'll use the darker shade on the outside rim, outside edge of my lower lashes. Just on the outside corner, though, not too much, not too crazy. And then I'll use like an eyeliner brush to move the pigment around a bit and blend it in. And then again, I'll use my blending brush to soften up the edges. Yay. Now I'll use the lightest color, and I'll use it on the inside corner of my eye and then drag it across down to around where my pupil is. Makes my eyes look bigger, and I think it looks really pretty, the shade. Yay! Time to do some eyeliner. I'm obsessed with Urban Decay's 24/7. This one's in 0. And I don't like to shake it up and down. I like to roll it and shake it left-right because it preserves the brush that way. Oh, and if I have any excess, I'll put it on the top of my hand. And then I'll just start going. I'll do like a little hook in the teardrop so that I get that Gyaru look. And then drag it across. I'll do sort of a puppy eye and then flick that puppy eye up to give me a cat eye. Again, to follow that like Gyaru sort of eye shape. One thing that I really try to keep in mind is the Gyaru eye shape. Now, I don't like to do my makeup overly big or overly heavy with eyeliner, and I also don't like to use, personally for myself, the white eyeliner on the inside corners of my eyes. But the Gyaru eye shape kind of has a little bit of this like a little droop in it, So the way that I'm able to cheat that is by drawing a little line in my tear duct here. And then on the outside corner, I'll do black eyeliner in like a pencil, and then right here under my pupil, so that I get that kind of zoop, that little S shape that a lot of Gyaru have, and that's, I think, pretty indicative of the Gyaru style. I've been using a variety of different eyelash serums with my mascara. I feel like for the purposes of this video, I really wanted to share my pink one because I really love that you can see the eyelash serum and you can see that it's going on, and then to follow it up with the black. But you could do this with any sort of eyelash serum. You don't necessarily even have to be using the same two brands. I just find that it helps to protect my eyelashes, especially from all of the glue that I use afterwards for my fake eyelashes. In previous videos also, I've done the eyelash serum on the bottoms and tops of my eyelashes. Now again, it depends on what I'm doing and how much time I have, but I like to experiment, try different things, try different formulas. There's one formula in particular I've been really liking from Skin Food, which is like a natural curling mascara, since I don't like using an eyelash curler. So really, if you're following along, do whatever works best for you and your eyeballs, because they are your eyes, you know? Yay, time for some Dolly Winks. My favorite is the number 17, and I don't know, I'm obsessed. I like that it looks natural, but also a little exotic as well, and I'm really big on using Benefit's Lash Glue. It goes on clear, it's sticky right from the get-go, it doesn't take forever to dry, it's the best. Oh my gosh, tweezer problems, guys. Also, when I'm applying my eyelashes, I'm more focused on figuring out where I want the end of my lashes to go than I am about the center or the inner corner. That's because, again, I want my eyes to droop down a little bit, so I tend to overshoot the outside corner of my eye with my lashes so that they kind of bow down. And again, big fan of using tweezers. My fingers are pretty big, and I just don't want to get in the way of my eyelash application. You'll notice, you can see here how I'm like more focused on the outside corner than I am on the inside. Get in there. Yay. Time for some mascara on the bottom lashes. So for my bottom lashes, I don't go too crazy. I be sure that I'll apply a bunch of mascara on the inside corner lashes, but not so much on the outside corner, and that's because I'm going to be applying falsies, and I don't want to overdo it on my mascara. Again, this is just the look that I like, and if you feel very strongly about how you're doing your lower lashes, then definitely do that. Look, it's my cat Simone! Yay, Dolly Wink number 5 for the underlashes. I've gotten really into these lately. I thought at first that they were pretty stubby and like not going to do very much because I've got naturally very, very long eyelashes, but I've actually fallen in love with them because they've given me a great deal of volume in my eyelashes, which was a totally, totally unexpected surprise. So I've been really enjoying using them. Plus the clear lower band is nice. Also, when I apply my lower lashes, I do about 1 millimeter away from my natural eyelash line. Again, I'm more focused about volume. Yay, and then once everything's on and my eyelashes are dry, I'll take down my hair. And this is before I do my lips because my hair is really thin and fine, and I want to be sure that I style it before I start putting on any lip glosses and stuff. And today I'm going to be using the Triple Shot from VCL. I really like it because it gives you those kind of Korean gradient lips. It's the best and my favorite. And it makes my lips feel super soft too, which is really nice. Yay! I hope that this video was really helpful to you guys, and thanks for keeping in touch and being subscribed and liking my videos. It means so much to me, guys, and if you have any requests, hit me up below. Thanks, guys. Bye!